Welcome back to Moody Talk Sports. We are still continuing on our Men Among the Boys series this week. We have top 10 running backs this time for NFL. We also do quarterbacks and wide receivers, top 10 NFL teams. So be sure to subscribe and like and check out the channel. But let's dive into the top 10 running backs heading into week 8 of the NFL season. So starting at number 10, we are looking at Travis Etienne Jr. Now, Travis started on this list a few weeks ago very high, but ever since then, ever since I put him on this list, you can call it the curse of the list or whatever, he just hasn't looked great. I mean, his yards per carry has gone from like 5.6 a carry, or no, I think it was 6.1 when it started, and now at this point it's down to 5.3. He's still 8th in total yards, only 2 touchdowns. He doesn't get in the end zone very much. It's slowly starting to look like he might not be a top 10 running back. I still think he's awesome, but boy, the way he started this season, I had high hopes and high expectations, and it just feels like he's kind of fallen flat over the last few weeks, but we'll see. Number 9, we are looking at Quinshon Judkins, and this is a newcomer to the list, but I got to give him some credit. You know, Cleveland's only played 6 games, or he's only played 6 games. 5 tutties. That's really what I'm impressed by here. He averages 4.3 a carry, so, you know, not the best in the world, but he's 11th in yards. I love those touchdowns, and if you look at Cleveland as a team right now, they're pretty much relying on him. You know, they have a rookie quarterback who, you know, I don't know if he's the future. I don't know if he's the answer or not. I know he's learning on the go. So a lot of this ground and pound is being put on his shoulders, and he's doing great. You know, he's doing great as a young player. So I love to see that. Definitely deserves the number 9 spot. Number 8, I have okay, hold on a second. I'm going to get this right this time. I know some of you made fun of me for this. Devon Achane. Devon Achane. Well, crap. No, I can't remember. I looked it up. Anyway, I can't pronounce his name, so make fun of me all you want. I love what he does. You know, the Miami Dolphins might be a dumpster fire. Truly, they might be. But the thing is that he is a solid option out of the backfield. When you look at running the ball, when you look at, you know, catching passes out there, you know, I've done a lot of bets of, you know, over on the catches, you know, out of the backfield, and he always hits it seems like. But if we look at his rushing stats, he's 9th in yards, 5.3 a carry, 3 touchdowns. That's respectable, but 211 yards out of the backfield receiving. So solid, just overall running back option. And it's a shame they don't have a better team around him, because right now I think that he's the only reason they're, you know, putting up points in every game. It just feels like Tua's not there, Tyreek's out, so he's a bright spot. He's kind of a reason to watch that team because there's not many. Number 7, we have J.K. Dobbins, 7th in yards still. He's been on this list consistently from 4 to 7 over the last few weeks. He's averaging 5 a carry, 4 touchdowns. I love to see it. Not much of a threat out of the backfield, really. That's probably why he continues to be a little bit lower, but solid running back. Denver's flying high. They've won 3 or 4 straight now or something like that, so they're legit. I think 4 straight. I think they started 1-2, and now they're 4-2, so Denver could be legit. A lot of people had given up on them, but they have a strong running game, and they have a game-managing quarterback, and it's working. Number 6, we have Rico Dowdle. He does move down a couple spots. He didn't have a fantastic game. Really what hurts Rico is the 2 touchdowns. I wish he got in the end zone a little bit more, but he averages 78 yards a game, which is great. 5.6 yards a carry. Good job, young man. Seriously, good job. I love to see that. Because, again, if you guys are bad with math, 5.6 times 2 is a first down, in case you were wondering that. Yeah, I mean, overall, he's 3rd in yards, fantastic running back. He would be much higher on this list if he had even 1 or 2 more tutties. He really would. Number 5, we have Jahmyr Gibbs. And, you know, Jahmyr Gibbs really had an amazing Monday night game. He broke off like an 80-yard run or something like that against the Bucs, so that's helping him a lot here. But he was always on the bubble or 10 or somewhere in there. He just needed a game like this. He needed a game or a run, you know, like he had. Now, all of a sudden, he's 5th in yards, 5.1 yards a carry, 6 tutties. I love to see that. Almost 200 yards out of the backfield. An overall solid running back. And remember, this is a 2-back system. Montgomery's there with him. So he's making all these numbers despite not getting all the touches. Maybe having a little bit extra rest, not having it all on his shoulders is helping. But keep it up. I love to see it. Number 5. And number 4, I have Javonte Williams. So Javonte Williams has been, you know, at number 2, number 3, number 4. He's been kind of in the top. He's number 2 in yards right now. He's averaging 5.3 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns. Love to see it. Okay out of the backfield, nothing crazy. But overall, this is a team Like I said, when it came to Prescott, when it came to the Cowboys, they're a dynamic offense. Like they are a much better offense than anyone anticipated, anyone thought. And a lot of that is from this running back that kind of came out of nowhere. I think he played for Denver last year or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'm trying to go from memory, but I think he played for Denver. I think he comes over to the Cowboys and, looks fantastic. So good for him. Number 3, we still have James Cook the third. They had a bye this week, so I didn't really want to punish him too much. He still has 5 touchdowns. He's averaging 90 yards a game, 5 yards a carry, solid option. He's been great. I just wasn't going to punish him too much. I know he not playing isn't his fault, so leaving him at 3 feels right, with the bye week. Number 2, we have Bijan Robinson. Now, I've been really high on him for a couple reasons. If we look at yards, he's 6th in total yards when it comes to rushing. He averages 87.3 a game, though. He has had a bye week, so, that keep in mind, he's 6th with a bye week. Only 2 touchdowns, which really normally would keep him out of the top spot if it wasn't for who's in the top spot. But another reason I really like Bijan, 390 yards out of the backfield. I mean, a true dual threat. Love to see it. Someone who can not only rush for, what is it? I think he's averaging 5.4 yards a carry, but also can catch it out of the backfield and take it to the house. Yeah, that's a legit threat. Hook 'em horns. Go Bijan. All right, number 1 is Jonathan Taylor. That's no one's surprise. Jonathan, by far, he leads by 100 yards from the next guy, which is Javonte. 697 yards is number 1. He averages 5.3 yards a carry. He has by far the most touchdowns. He's 3, or is it 4? He has 4. No, I'm sorry. Oh, Josh Jacobs has 8. Excuse me. He has 2 touchdowns ahead of who is in second place with touchdowns. First got to double digits. 185 yards out of the backfield on 23 receptions. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. Jonathan Taylor looks like he's going to run away with it, barring an injury or something happens, something catastrophic. So hopefully that didn't happen. That is my top 10 running backs, the men among the boys, heading into week 8 for the NFL. Appreciate you being here. Like I said, we do wide receivers and quarterbacks also. We have top 10s. I do picks. I do all kinds of stuff. We'd love to have you subscribe and stick around. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.